guys, I'm just gonna cut right to the chase. Emily asked me to share something with you guys, so I've tried to video this like 5 times, I'm not even kidding. But I just wanted to let you know I do miss you all so much. I've been praying for you guys. I've been praying for this nation. It's so crazy what's going on in our world. But I'm going to be in Mark 4:35, and so it says, "As evening came, Jesus said to his disciples, 'Let's cross to the other side of the lake.' So they took Jesus in the boat and started out, leaving the crowds behind, although other boats followed. But soon a fierce storm came up. High waves were breaking into the boat, and it began to fill with water. Jesus was sleeping at the back of the boat with his head on a cushion. The disciples woke him up, shouting, 'Teacher, why don't you care that we're going to drown?' When Jesus woke up, he rebuked the wind and said to the waves, 'Silence, be still.' Suddenly the wind stopped, and there was a great calm. And then he asked them, 'Why are you afraid? Do you have no faith?'" So, for me, like something that spoke to me, well, a few things, a few pointers, is that there was a fierce storm and that it began to fill the water. And like, that's kind of how like our world is right now, is like this coronavirus, this pandemic is so filling in every single aspect of our life. Like, it's filling the boat. It's a really not a pretty storm where it's taking over our lives. We have to stay home or quarantined. It's not fun. But the thing is I think it's cool that Jesus was asleep in the back of the boat, because he's Jesus. Like, he knows what's going on. He knows that there's a storm. And the disciples had to wake him up, shouting, like, "Why don't you care that we're going to drown?" And I think that's a lot of times, like, what happens in our lives. Like, we ask him, that's our response. Like, why do you not care that we're going to drown? Like, why do you not care that this country is going through a pandemic and you're just not going to let it happen? Or why are you letting me, like, it's just like, if I can be, like, relating it to my life, like, why are you blah, 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 why are you letting my senior season be canceled? Am I never going to be able to see my friends again from high school? It's just like, that's how we respond to conflict usually. But the cool thing about it is if we stop the story there, like, there's no point in continuing, but there's a whole, like how Jonathan said, like, if we just stopped at the burial of Christ, like, we wouldn't realize that there's a resurrection to happen. And in the same way, like, if we stop, like, at our response, like, "Why don't you care that we're going to drown?" we forget the whole part that he calms the waves and he tells them to be still. So, like, and it even asks, like, "Why are you afraid? Do you have no faith?" Like, we as Christians, like, need to ask ourselves that too. Like, do we not have faith, like, in what God says he's going to do? We just got to trust that, like, his plan is bigger than our plan. So, with that being said, like, I just kind of wanted to shorten it up. I know that I'm short on time and short on figuring out, like, if I can send this to Emily. So, I just want to let you all know that I'm praying for you. This storm is going to be ceased in his time. And, I just love you all so much. I pray that y'all are just getting into the word and figuring out how to be still and know that he is in control and that he is God doing all of this. And that his plan and his ways are bigger than our ways, and his thoughts are higher than our thoughts, and that's all that we can comprehend. But I also wanted to, like, encourage you to, like, get into the word. And, like, something that Emily has been saying is, like, she's been memorizing scripture, and that's something that's kind of important to me too. Like, just, like, knowing and being able to declare the certain things over your life. Sorry, my nose is itching. But like, being able to declare certain things over your life, and, like, being able to say, like, you know, like, all things do work together for the good for those who love him. And that we do know that the God of angel armies is on our side, and that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. So that ultimately, just like the resurrection of Jesus, that, like, he still wins, and it's still in his hands. So I love you guys. I hope y'all are all doing so well. And I'm praying for you. I hope you all have a great day. Bye.